don't be so quick to judge someone after you think you're gonna have their babies. All right, guys, I'm Allan's director today. From the top. Take 1. Take 3. You're a little slate. All right, so I thought it would be so fun this week to share, because I get this question all the time. How in the world did you meet this handsome hunk and force him to be your boyfriend? Oh my God. Well, you guys are gonna find out. We thought it'd be so fun to share how we first met and kind of take you through the little journey, since we both do not live in the same state still to this day.
Not yet.
So how did it start, Allan?
The simple version is we met online.
Okay.
Dating apps and whatnot, modern technology.
All right. All right, let's
Thought you were gonna pick up from that.
Okay. I was moving to the Toledo area, a suburb of Toledo, for a new job that I got. And I was so excited. I was very focused on my career. No guys, didn't care about any of that. But was really excited to kind of start this new life. But in the middle of that, which is ironic because I'm like, I didn't want to date, I got on dating apps. Isn't that funny to just distract myself?
Yeah.
Yeah. But also because I didn't know anyone in the area. I had moved from the West Coast, so I got on Hinge, and I had just moved, like my first week of moving. I wasn't even in Toledo at the time, I was in Columbus, and I saw this cutie pop up on my Hinge, and I sent you a like or something. I didn't message you though.
No.
I was like, I'm not gonna message him.
It's just basically a contact point.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, heart. And you wanna know what made me heart you? Well, I thought he was really cute, but I thought he was almost too cute. I'm like, okay, who's this playa? And then you put in your profile something like, looking for my best friend, partner in crime, someone to do life with. And I was like, oh my God!
That's true.
Right? And that was just the cutest little thing I'd ever, it was so thoughtful and thought out. And I just was like, okay, we'll see if this guy's actually sweet in real life. So I just sent him a little poke.
I don't know, I hadn't met anybody. There's usually you meet people within your circle or outside of the circle that you're within. So friends of friends kind of thing, or coworkers, or somehow you just happen. And I wasn't having any success in the dating world that way. I was past the bar scene as far as going out and partying clubs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
we're party animals.
Yeah, very much. I actually had more success on Hinge than any other app.
Yeah, it feels more real. It feels more authentic.
There was more communication.
So you got my like.
Yeah.
And then what were you like, what in the world? Who's this nutcase?
No, I returned it because you have to both agree upon it in order to match. It's not it just connects you.
I couldn't force him just yet. You love when I say that.
But I sent a message back with it. And great weekend going on. How's yours? This, that, and the other thing. I don't know. It's just that icebreaker that kind of sparked some sort of communication back and forth.
Yeah, and I was like, I was in Columbus. I remember visiting my brother and sister, and I was like, and I was like, this guy messaged me, and you weren't just like, hey, what's up? I remember you were like, hey, how's your weekend looking? Blah, blah. And I was immediately, Allan doesn't even know this. We've never really, really talked about this. We've a little bit, but not really. I was immediately so nervous.
Never even actually seen my face in person outside of the picture on the app.
He's a real man. He's a real boy. Yeah, I got nervous and I was like, what did I say?
I don't know. You were just saying how you didn't respond for I don't think you actually responded till the next day after I sent you, and you were like, oh, sorry, I'm busy. I had a great weekend visiting family, and I'm out of this, that, and the other thing, and you got to talking about it.
Yeah.
About what you were doing in that particular moment.
You know why
you didn't respond right away.
Yeah, I never have notifications on on those apps. I don't know if you probably should, so you can be more attentive to people.
Yeah, a lot of people turn off the notification. You can turn off all the notifications. I would, if you're gonna use it. If you're asking for my advice, I would say leave the message notifications on.
Yeah, that's good.
We talked for, I don't know, a few days through the messaging app on the dating app, and then decided to do, once we discovered, holy crap, we're both way further away than we realized, which the weirdness or the irony of that is neither of us had our settings on the app to meet somebody this far away, which was what was kind of wild about it.
Yeah, so just a side note, Allan lives like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
We're almost exactly 100 miles apart.
So we were both like, what? Like, I set my distance to probably 20 to 30 miles tops.
I think I had mine at 50.
Wow, going the distance.
And I was like, do you want to do some kind of date or get together? And you're like, well, let's do FaceTime first. And I was like, oh, that's fine.
And at that point, I had already been going on a couple dates, like, not gonna lie. Like, you know, I gotta make it happen.
Told me.
Yeah.
It's not like you were secretive about it. Like, I had tons of people.
Yeah, every day there was at least 5 lineups. No, but, and so I kind of, you know, when you get into the rhythm of online dating, you're like, all right, like, I don't want to just, this guy lives far. And I just figured, like, time is money, you know, like, if someone's that far, like, let's just do a little FaceTime date. And we did a FaceTime date. What was your impression on our FaceTime date?
You were very cute.
Whoa!
Came across very, almost like innocent-like.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Here I'm like, I'm such a badass.
Right, I say that right after she's like, I had like 5 dates a week lined up, and here I am. I'm like, you came across very innocent.
Oh my gosh, what? It really innocent?
Yeah, it was just very.
I mean, I'm not innocent.
I'm very down to earth, very level-headed, especially after I was kind of nervous when you were like, oh yeah, I lived in California for like 11 years.
Really?
Like, yeah, like it's a very.
So nervous.
It's a very different crowd out on the West Coast. I got no issues with them.
I got no issues.
I really do love various people, but
yeah, and he travels a lot.
The Midwest is a very different world than the West Coast.
Yeah. So were you worried I was gonna be like a Cali girl?
A little bit.
What am I?
No. Basically, at the end of it, I was like, well, I had a great time chatting. Do we want to try and set something up to get together? And you were like, yeah, that seems like a good idea. And then
I said that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Because a part of me, again, I had a
you were
few
very
of those.
you were very questioning of the situation because of the distance, because of.
This is true. It was hard because I was training for my new job, and for those of you who don't know, I'm a morning reporter, so our hours are pretty insane. So on top of that, I'm like, it's crazy hours. I'm learning an entirely new job. I'm pretty stressed out, and for anyone going through that sort of shift change, like, you're just like extra tired all the time. So I was like, I literally said, well, if you want to go on a date with me, then the only time I'm available is on a Tuesday at like 3 p.m. for dinner.
And I literally was like, okay, done.
Isn't that nuts?
My schedule is pretty crazy too. I work a 12-hour swing shift job, so like there's random days of the week where I just don't have to work.
Yeah.
We'll do a date down there, and like I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna show up at your house. Like it was the first day. I'm like, we'll meet somewhere.
Well, yeah, obviously you're not invited to my house. I'm not that crazy.
I'm in her house now.
Yeah, I mean he is. He tricked me into being his girlfriend.
Yeah, maybe.
We both tricked each other.
That's why it works.
Aww. So I had us meet at a cute restaurant called Fifth Street Pub. I picked the place because he was coming to see me. And like, what was your? So he walks in. It's like a pizza. It's really good though.
Yeah, the food was great.
Yeah, it was really cute.
The food was great. I was there first.
And he was in a pea coat and a scarf, and I'm like, okay, son.
I mean, it was January. I had my nice warm winter coat on, and I had just gotten that maybe a year prior.
Yeah.
So I had this nice, it's a black peacoat with a scarf on.
And I come storming
looks all
in.
fancy.
I come blowing up the place. And I was wearing like a white cream sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had my peacoat on too. Oh my God, we were literally a Hallmark movie. I'm obsessed with this. And like, what was your first impression then?
I think I was just really, I mean, obviously we had seen each other on the FaceTime, but I was like, okay, she's
on the
not.
FaceTime.
On the FaceTime. On the FaceTime date is what I would say. But like, I was like, oh cool, she's not like.
Crazy?
Yeah, like, or like hiding like she didn't hide anything weird or crazy on the FaceTime, you know, so.
I just had like a woman's face and like a man's body.
Right. Yeah.
Like just hiding like half of me.
Right.
Oh, this is a good question. Did I match like who you saw in the dating app? Like was I who I said I was?
Yep.
Wow, that's always my goal.
I mean, to be real, you have to be real. Because if you're not, you're not gonna, you know, you're gonna get discovered down the road if you play something off and, you know, 2 months in, they're like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, for sure.
Just be real. Just be who you are. Somebody is there for you.
They didn't even know they were gonna get some preaching, Allan.
Right?
Right? No one wants any of that.
Yeah. Get out of here with that advice.
Okay, so initial like thought, like if one sentence.
Oh, you walking in?
Yeah.
Oh, she's way cuter in person than she was in the pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
For sure.
Wait, Allan, wanna know my first thought?
Sure.
I was like, I could have his babies. That was my
crazy.
Wait, isn't that crazy? I'm not even joking. I feel weird even sharing that. But that was just like, I was like, oh, I think women must have those thoughts when they like see someone who's attractive, right?
Do they? I don't.
I don't know, guys. It's not that weird. Get over it. Move on. Like, let's move on. Because Allan had a lot of making up to do. You know why? So we had a really fun time at the restaurant.
Yep.
And then Allan wanted to keep the date going. He was like,
I was
I'm
having
in
a
it
good
to win
time. So I was like, do you have to go, or is there something else we can do? And she was down for hanging out a little more.
It was so cold.
It was January. So we started talking about like,
oh, I'm cold even thinking of that.
Hot chocolate or something like that. So that's actually what we ended up doing, is going to this little like ice cream place that also served
Nedley's.
Yeah. So we ended up getting hot chocolate and talking a little more there. And you go ahead and say your version, and then I'll say my version.
Well, when we walked around this like cute little downtown area, I asked a million questions, and Allan said he like.
Well, the problem is the more questions you ask, the more I talk.
Yeah, because Allan's a talker.
I am a talker. I admit it. And I'm always. You know, people get frustrated because I always tend to over elaborate things.
Yeah, he talks a lot. I ask a million questions, and you've got a questioner and a talker.
Yeah. I was like, well, I didn't have much of a chance because you literally had 2 questions on deck for every question I answered.
Always got to be ready to go, girls.
And she, like, I'd go to finish something, and you literally throw another question out there, and I'm like, crap. And I should have just been like, no, we got to talk about you a little bit, and I admit that. But when I called her out on that part, she was like, wait, you're right. Like, holy crap, I didn't give you a chance to ask any questions. I was like, yes.
Yeah, you got,
I win.
No. You got to squeeze him in there, Allan. And he's learned since.
Yeah, I'm good about
Yeah, he's good about that now. Like, I feel like
I'm better.
Now I'm like, Allan! Me.
Right.
A little bit of you. Me. No, I'm just kidding. I feel like I did my makeup like a doll today. Like, white.
It's just like little rosy cheeks.
It was fun putting on makeup not for work. You know?
You're still cute.
Oh. Okay, guys, here's the big moment. I'm gonna let Allan tell this part. So now we're done with hot chocolate, and mind you guys, again, my sleep is terrible. Mind you, now it's coming up at like 6 p.m. and I'm just dying.
Oh yeah, no, she's exhausted. So I'm like, oh no,
I can't even.
She had already explained the schedule to me, so I knew she could only stay out so late before she had to go. So I wasn't trying to keep her out too late.
Yeah. So I'm walking out. I'm like, bye. Like, see you. Like, maybe never see you because you never asked me a question.
Yeah, she already had it like in her head.
Bye.
And I was like,
I'll go on dates with my other guys. Bye.
I had to score my brownie points somewhere, but I was polite about it. I didn't just like dive in. I actually asked if it was okay if I could kiss her.
Yeah, he goes, "Can I ask you a question?" And I'm like, "Oh God, what is it?"
Yeah, in her head, she's going, "Finally, he's gonna ask me something."
He's like, "Can I kiss you?" And I was like, I just wasn't expecting that. Like I almost didn't know what to do. I was like, ah!
She swooned a little.
Okay. After I'm like, I'm gonna have your babies, but like, no, you cannot kiss me.
Right.
No. So I was like, what did I say?
You paused for a second and then kind of squeaked yes.
No, I didn't squeak. Okay, that makes me sound so dumb.
Not like that.
I was like, I don't know. And then Allan is very tall, and I always forget he's tall because he bends down for me in pictures. So he gets on my level. So if you see pictures of us, you probably think we're the same height.
I mean, the selfies, it just has to be that way.
So,
or like an actual
but
picture.
Allan's very tall, so when he tries to kiss you standing up, like, yeah, you say what happened, then I'll say what happened.
There was a stumble in there because she was trying to get up on her toes.
I'm like stumbling everywhere.
She's 5'3",
He's like
and I'm
on
6
the moon.
foot.
He's like, best kiss ever. You're like, no. Like,
She
you
just
were
thought
like,
she
that
was-
was spectacular. You texted me, it was like, this was a spectacular evening.
I had fun.
Yeah. But I was like,
Even though I couldn't get
stumbling.
questions.
Yeah, and I was stumbling everywhere, like multiple times. I just could not like reach, and I was jumping like shoot two, you know, like, and it just was not working out. And so I was like, oh my God, like he probably thinks I'm the worst kisser. Like,
No, it wasn't a bad kiss at all.
yeah.
I mean, I had to catch you once, but it
Yeah.
wasn't a bad kiss.
Ooh, wow. And then you saw that guy.
Oh yeah, there was this
Yeah,
random
so
guy in a
nice.
car next to us.
kinda cute.
And random guy out of nowhere. Literally, I'm in, northern Ohio.
I love how you say Ohio like you want to throw up.
No,
Michigan and Ohio are rivals. So this little partnership,
is interesting. No.
right though?
Yeah. Oh, he asked me if we were on a first date.
He's like, are you dating that movie
No,
star?
he's like, he goes, was that your guys' first date? And I'm like, excuse me? And he's like,
Excuse me?
I was like I was so thrown off by this random person,
Yeah.
never seen.
Aw.
He goes, I was in the car next to you
That's
guys when you were
Ohio,
saying
though.
goodbye. He's like, you guys look cute together. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like,
That's so cute. That's like a part of the Ohio charm. So that's how we met.
that's how we met.
I feel like I should say like, what are our takeaways?
You always say
I
whatever
know.
it is. It's ingrained in her for her class. She
I
teaches.
know. Don't be so quick to judge someone after you think you're gonna have their babies.
Oh, that's still wild. That's the craziest, like, first
No, I know
thought.
it's crazy, and I literally can't believe I shared that, but like, it's fine. I'm not even kidding you. That's not even for that.
I believe you.
I was like, oh yeah, I could have babies, and then I was like, whoa, eat your pizza, Ashley.
My takeaway,
Yeah. Oh no.
and she loves her
I
phrase.
love my takeaways.
You never know what can show up in your life and how big of an impact it can have. And honestly, in the beginning when we were talking and I realized the distance, and I was like, that's gonna be the hardest thing about this. It's worth looking past the distance.
Preach, son. And obviously, Allan kind of got more chances to redeem himself and really chase after this wild cheetah of me.
If that's a whole nother story, because I genuinely chased.
He ran after me, guys. We actually have a note of him saying.
It was for Valentine's Day when I gave her a thing of flowers, and on the card I wrote, just trying to keep you from running away.
Literally the cutest. You're
Make-
still chasing, Allan.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
But I'm just
I'm
saying
still
that-
running. But now I'm running in your direction.
that
Aww.
was
Full circle.
So cheesy.
Oh, but you loved it. You
I
literally
love
loved
cheese.
it. And in another video, stay tuned because we actually are going to be sharing, because people ask us all the time how to have like a long distance relationship. They're like, how are you guys
making
successfully
it work?
making
How
it
are
work?
you making it work?
Yeah. You gotta keep your secrets, baby, until next video. Gotta make them subscribe. Allan, you wanna do the ending? If you like this video, be sure to
Like and subscribe.
Oh! Killed it.
Killed it. Why did we do that?
I don't know. Felt like we needed an ending. Guys, in our next video, Allan is gonna do a photo shoot for us. Number one fan, baby. OG. Number one fan. Okay, all right. You're leaving. All right.